Ba-dum-bum.
Hello, and welcome back to the Quality Time Podcast.
Welcome.
We came back to this one fast. I just uploaded an episode, I feel like 2 days ago, 3 days ago. Erin still hasn't listened to it.
Well, you've also been slacking,
Worst
so...
fan ever, Erin.
I listened.
What's it about?
Circumcised binge drinking. Binge drinking.
Yeah. Blah, blah, blah. That is the title of it.
Yeah.
I don't think that counts as listening.
That's what it's about.
But yeah, I did take a while to upload that episode.
Yes.
And now I feel like we're on top of a new episode, ready to go. So I'm being productive now.
Yeah.
I'm getting caught up for lost time.
Uh-huh.
You know, we've been doing podcasts for like 3 months now.
Wow.
Uh-huh. This is episode 9. So as you can tell, if we did a weekly podcast, we slacked in there a few weeks. It's been stretched out a little bit.
Holidays.
But, yeah. And, you know, we missed a fun, eventful week. That's why I took time off this time. It was not fun. I was a little...
Got the stomach flu.
Yeah. First time for that. No fun. Don't recommend it.
Yeah.
Totally.
I had that when I was a child. That was the worst.
Let's just say it was very shitty. It was a very shitty week, but I made it through. We missed Gasparilla. We were so excited to party.
And you had me sick.
Well, I had a really shitty Gasparilla, if you get what I'm saying. There's a lot of shit.
I made a bunch of Jello Shots, and so I had to just keep partying. So
totally wasted those. We still have a lot of them, actually. Hey,
I took
maybe
about like 20 of them.
We should do a Jello shot, huh?
Oh, I'm down.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll do it off the first break because we already started the show. And this is a professional show, and we can't just pause it to go eat Jello shots that we made 2 weeks ago for Gasparilla that we never went to because I was too busy pooping. And that's the story of that.
Yeah.
So we don't have any crazy stories about Gasparilla. It was our last episode. We were all excited about Gasparilla. And we're like, we're going to have this party. We're going to have all these people over. We pretty much blew off all the friends.
Yep.
I just flaked out.
You were really sick.
I got very ill.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, it was not fun. I thought it was temporary.
Yeah.
I thought it was
It lasted like a week.
I thought it was food poisoning because it came on so late at like 2 o'clock in the morning. I just woke up and instantly ran to the bathroom. So glad Erin was not home. So glad. We're going into details now.
I know, like, okay.
So glad you were not home at the time.
Yeah.
Because it was quite the shit show.
All the shit.
Yeah.
Jokes.
Point is, I was literally running to the bathroom and I was like, I'm going to be deathly ill right now. And it's coming out both ends. I can tell already something is about to explode.
Oh God.
And I don't know what to do. What end do you pick when you have that feeling of like, it's coming out both ends? Do I sit on the toilet or do I
shit everywhere?
I don't know. I was about to jump into the tub and just let it go because when you're sick too, you're in pain. You're not just like thinking logically. There's not a lot of time. Your body's in panic mode of like, it starts heating up. You start sweating. Your heart starts pumping. You're running to the bathroom and it's like, yo, you got about 5 seconds and it's going. Came on so fast. I was deathly ill. I threw up so much.
Yeah.
I shit so much.
Yeah.
It was horrible. I'm sorry to everybody. This is a very bad start to the podcast. Anyways, I thought that was the end of it. I went to bed feeling okay. And then it was like for the next 5 days or 6 days or something, I couldn't eat. And it was just like, we're evacuating. We're refreshing this whole system. And I made it through.
You survived.
I did survive. But
20 pounds down.
I did. I lost about, I don't know, what was my lowest? It was 213 was my lowest.
Yeah.
I had started off, I had already kind of started dieting and working out again when I was at 227. God, I'm a fat ass, huh? Hey, I'm 6'4", guys, okay? It's not that big, but it sounds so big, like almost 230 pounds. I'm like, fuck, that's a big boy right there.
But you're tall.
I know. I hold it well. So I had already been losing some weight. But I'm pretty sure, I went from 227 down to 213 in a matter of like a week and a half, so I definitely lost some weight.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was, I didn't eat that whole time.
I know.
And I was
just like trying to feed you the entire time too. Like, do you want like some soup or some broth? Like,
no.
And then too is like that brat diet, bread, rice, applesauce, toast is what you should eat.
And you know me, when I'm turning down food,
oh, I know, yeah,
something's wrong. I couldn't even stomach
You
it.
ate applesauce though, so that was good.
But that was
And
like on the
toast.
4th day.
Yeah.
That was a while.
I made you toast.
And I did get Qdoba in there, just some fucking Chipotle knockoff.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
And Erin's like, I don't think you should eat this. And I was like, Erin, what am I going to do? Shit more than I'm already shitting? I have not had something solid in my stomach for days. It's like, I can't drink any more water. I can't just eat. Like, I need something to digest because this sucks.
And instead, he didn't poop for days.
Yeah, finally, once it was done. Once it was fine, I was like, I'm going to be so happy when I go in there and there's just some solid poop. I went in there after it finally cured. It was like 3 or 4 days of nothing, just just totally constipated.
What
but
did
not
you say
even, not
too?
even that. It was just like,
What did you say? You were like, you've leveled up and now you can just like take.
oh
it all
yeah, I was like, I think I've become a superhero. Now I can just absorb every ounce of nutrients I put in because I started eating a fuck ton of food after I could eat again.
Yeah.
Dude, I just fucking ate. I was eating everything that I could get a hold of, and I don't know where it went because I
Yeah.
didn't do anything with it, and it
funny.
just disappeared into my body for another 5 days.
I had a good laugh when you said that.
Oh my God. I was like, I think I'm immune to digesting now. I literally just absorbed my
Leveled
body.
up.
My body has become perfectly efficient with all its nutrients. It literally takes the food in, breaks it down, uses every molecule,
Yep.
no waste. I'm helping the environment. This is great. Yeah, it was
funny.
it was a crazy week. So sorry to all our friends who I blew off. I sent out a bunch of invites the day before I got really ill. And then I pretty much blew everybody off. But trust me, I did you a favor. You would not have wanted to be around me at that point in time.
Yeah.
So anyways, so I missed a bunch. We missed Gasparilla. I was slow on uploading. I missed a whole week of TikTok. And so I had to get, and I was going viral. That's the thing. I went viral right before that. Remember I had the video, the abortion joke video, and it went super viral. And I got like, I don't know, 1,000 something followers from that overnight, like really fast. And so I was like, sweet, I'm going to take this momentum. I have all these ideas. I'm going to start going. And then I was just fucking ill and it just stopped. And
But you got
then
it back.
I got back on the TikTok and let's just say that was quite the shit show too, because I posted some more videos and you witnessed the backlash. Shout out to everybody who was on my TikTok who then found my Instagram and just came and spammed me with the most hate-filled comments ever.
Yeah, and they came over to mine and
Hundreds.
we're saying shit too.
I'm talking hundreds of
just about
pissed
you.
off transsexuals came to my page and just started calling me a transphobe and a bigot and a racist and an asshole and every fucking thing you could think of. Finding our podcast, finding your page. Just they had a mob of people came because I made one little trans joke on TikTok. Okay, I lied. It was like 5 trans jokes in a row because they just kept getting pissed. And so what happens when somebody gets mad at a joke I tell? I just double down and tell another joke and just keep stirring that pot. That's my style. And I got a lot of haters and they came and they were hating on me every which way. And
they attacked.
Oh, dude, they did.
They put you in a private chat. Like, they had a private group and they all just came to you.
They did. They did. And
so
what do you think about that? Because you saw, I mean, you know what I'm doing on TikTok. And anybody
Yeah.
who knows me knows my sense of humor. I'm very trollish and I stir the pot and I get very political and, really try to make a point. And
It's
it pisses
just-
people off.
So after seeing that Don't Fuck With Cats documentary, it just like, I don't really mind it, people coming after you or like whatever too, because it's just words.
Yeah.
But if someone is really crazy and they do want to come after you, it's
I know.
how can they like track us and find us? Like I have a website out there for my business and stuff. And it's like,
don't put it
but
out there. People are listening.
Yeah. I just put it on Tampa, Florida.
Yeah.
But
well, the thing
I
is,
didn't put my address. It like wanted me to, or at least that was like in my template. It was like, put the address of
they're
the
going to
business.
find
And I
all
was
of
like,
that.
no.
Yeah, that's all easy to find.
I don't want
stuff.
anyone to know.
This
where
is
I
definitely
live.
going to happen. This is the problem is like you're seeing a little taste of what could happen if I actually built some clout or like an audience on one of these platforms because I troll. I mean, you see what I do on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram, and now on TikTok, and it's effective and it definitely gets haters and people. And I am just a type of person that I attract attract a lot of hate onto me.
They can stay on your page and they can do their thing.
I know, guys, don't take it out on Erin, okay? Yeah. It's not her fault that I was born this way.
It's like, when they were like making those comments and stuff too about like me.
Yeah, that's so we got to paint the picture of this. Yeah. These people, I'm making jokes that are not personal, but they're political, of course. And I understand that people are sensitive.
You, Becky,
but I would never go to somebody's page and be like, you're a fat ass, or you're a loser, or you're a terrible person, or you're disgusting, or whatever. Mm-hmm. And these people are coming at me because I made a joke and saying that I'm just a transphobe, bigot, homophobe, racist, just freaking everything, all because I made a joke. And then they come to my page in the hundreds, and they're going through our pictures. They're going through any post with you. They're finding you and DMing you. They're DMing me walls of texts saying shit like, I hope you die. I hope you burn in hell. I hope you get skinned alive. Like, this is the type of shit I was getting.
Like your mom too. Like,
I hope your mom's dead. Yeah, like all kinds of shit.
Like, what the fuck?
They're going to our pictures and they're just ripping you apart. Like, she's a fucking slut with a big ass nose and like
paper thin lips.
First off, her fucking nose is cute as shit and is so tiny. But I clicked on that girl's profile and she's some black transsexual girl or guy, I don't know how you define it, with a giant nose. And like, you could just tell like she was projecting this like, fuck you, you stupid white girl. Like, because she obviously really wants to be a girl. And so it's just like, there's so much hate and so much projection of their own insecurities, yet they have it in their mind that I'm the evil one because I made a joke that's not about them. I don't know them. I didn't post on their page. Yeah. And they're coming and they're just saying this most vicious, heinous, hate-filled shit possible while convincing themselves
especially to
that
me,
they
and I'm not
are
like involved in this.
Exactly. And so, and they're already trying to cancel me. Like, they're looking for my boss. Luckily, I don't have a boss or a job, so it's hilarious. I'm uncancelable. You can't, what are you going to do to me? You can't fire me. Yeah. But it's like, they're finding you, knowing you're my girlfriend, and they're like, come get your man. Do you know what he's saying? He's saying this and this. And it's like, imagine if you didn't know who, like, because a lot of dudes are like doing all kinds of sleazy shit online and on social media. My shit's out there and you know that exactly what I'm doing. So you're not like shocked by any of this. But if you didn't, it's that mentality of like, they're looking for like, who can I send this to ruin his life? And this is exactly why I am the right person for this kind of behavior, because the world needs somebody who doesn't back down to these mobs and can't get canceled, can't get taken down, can't get in trouble for, I can say the things that a lot of people with normal jobs cannot say. Yeah. And a lot of people agree with me. And a lot of people are scared to speak up about anything that is a strong opinion because you don't want to get a Twitter mob after you of crazy far left people who think the world is all about them. Who can
find you. Yeah. And like find out what street you're on or this or that.
Exactly.
That documentary was so crazy.
And people were saying that. People were like, I know his address. Let's put him out. So many people were like sharing my, like doing the reactions and stuff and calling me out and calling people to be like I've gone and read a bunch of comments on other people's pages where they reposted me. Yeah. And they're just all like, tag him. We need to get him. Let's take him down. This guy needs to be stopped.
Oh my God.
And it's like, guys, I'm making jokes. Like my username is literally Nick Foster Jokes. My profile is nothing but sarcastic jokes. Like, do you know what jokes are?
I think one
thing... They're not jokes if they hurt my feelings, then they're not jokes. It's all fun and games when you make fun of abortion or religion or Donald Trump or Donald Trump supporters. But if you make fun of my thing, then I am going to get thousands of my friends to come and destroy your life. That's the world right now that we live in. And I'm not even to 10,000 followers yet. I'm right there though, guys. I'm blowing up. Ooh. Name dropping or
number dropping. Yeah.
Whatever. Imagine what it's going to be like when I have 50,000, 100,000 people and I do this shit. I know. Because my message is going to get out there. It's going to spread. But too,
I think you'll have a lot more like lovers too.
True. Yeah, I already do. Yeah. It's just on the internet, the fans are always more silent than the haters. Yeah. The haters are the loud ones. They're the ones, people don't leave comments on things that they love. Because they don't want you coming after them too. Well, there is that. But when you do something that people agree with, they just leave a like and move on. Yeah. When you do something people hate, they comment, they argue, that's the troll. That's what I'm great at doing is getting those comments going. And that's what my whole strategy is on TikTok. Yeah. And so it appears as though it's nothing but hate. But that's all part of my strategy. But then you step back and it's like, how'd I get to 10,000 followers so fast?
Since you have 10,000 followers, I feel like, because I was saying too, I was excited for Gasparilla because I was like, oh my gosh, I feel
someone will recognize.
Yeah, someone will recognize you, and like that'll be cool to just like witness. Because last time when we went to Gasparilla and someone recognized you from Two Cool Stools, I didn't see that, and I was so upset.
I know, she didn't. She heard the story about how famous I was.
Oh my god!
Seeing me stopped in the street. Somebody comes up to me and is like, oh my God, you're famous. And I'm like, literally like, I play it up or whatever. I wasn't thinking she was being serious. I literally thought she had me confused with some YouTube guy. I was like, oh yeah, what's the YouTube channel? And she goes, Two Cool Stools. And I was like, okay, damn. Yeah, that's my channel.
That's so awesome.
I don't know how you found me. There's 100,000 people down here or 50,000 people, something like that. We're literally in a crowd, a mob of people, and you spotted me, and I have 500 followers or something on Two Cool Stools.
Yeah.
Like, it's such a small channel.
I know, it was so good.
Either way.
But I think that like how they'll try to get back at you too is a girl's going to try to seduce you. I
already sensed that. Yeah. Not only that, but because there's a lot of young kids on TikTok, I'm very aware of they're deep, because some girl, a bunch of people were DMing me, and you can't tell who these people are, like how old they are, because their profiles are public or private, or they just don't even post pictures of themselves, because there's a lot of weird people, especially these people who are so hate their fucking body, that's why they're in that community in the first place. So I have no clue who I'm talking to, but I know in my mind, a lot of these people are coming from TikTok, and there's a lot of young people on TikTok, and I just troll and I keep it going because that's just what I'm doing to stir the pot. But some people were like, I forget what she said. I'd have to go through it. I'm assuming it's a girl, but like, oh my God, do you want to hook up or something? And I'm just like, no, I'm just like dismissive, because in my mind, I mean, it would be a no anyways, but or would it? You never know. But in my mind, I'm like, I know what you're doing. You're coming from this hate wave, and you're trying to get like proof that I'm doing some sleazy thing to send to you, to get me in trouble, to post on Twitter, whatever. I know you're fucking game. Oh my God,
I'm only 13, and he said he wants to hook up with me.
Exactly. For the record, guys, you're not my type. I'm not one of the dudes who likes the young girls. I need a girl who's an old, mature woman who is a slut like this one. That's my style.
Old?
Yes.
That's very rude.
Hey,
you are old.
In creepy old men terms, you are ancient, okay? You're almost 30.
That's true.
You are off the market, okay? Creepy dudes like 22 and under.
Can't be a sugar baby anymore.
You could do a 60-year-old.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I need to do that on the side.
Okay. Hey, Dad, what's up?
I need to get
no, but daddy. You're totally right. Is like, if I do grow, it's a whole different game. Then I'm after this audience, and I want to have influence, not as like, because I want to get into politics, or I want to build a media company or something where I need some type of internet based audience. But with it, as I get it, it's going to open up all these new problems of like, I'm not going to know who to trust. Everybody's going to be coming at me either because they hate me, they're trying to trick me, they're trying to seduce me, they're trying to do anything to get a piece of me. And then I'm going to literally shut in and be like, I'm not going to trust anybody. I'm already so aware of so many.
Like, one of the girls messaged me, and she like sent me your videos from TikTok, and she was like, or something, I don't know, but she was like, I'm only 13, and he was, like responding to my comments or this or that.
Oh my God.
Like, what?
On a public social network when you're commenting all kinds of things.
Why did you even comment then if you're 13?
Exactly.
On this older man's
And they're thinking I'm going through their profile like, oh, it's a 13-year-old. Like, I literally get comments coming in because I got comments coming from every fucking weird post I have out there, and my shit's blowing up with notifications, and I just spot out responses. I respond to everybody. So many people would say that too, like, oh, you act like you don't care, but you responded to me. You clearly do care. It's like, scroll down. I literally have written thousands of comments because I respond to everybody who comments to me as it comes in. And I respond fast. These people are probably like, this dude's on it. Is he on it all day, every day? Yes. Yes, I am. I literally get it. I get a notification within 30 seconds to a minute. I respond to people because I'm quick. I got good, fast comebacks, and I'm a fast typer, and I'm here. I'm on my phone. I checked my screen time the other day. You know how it tells you?
Yeah.
You know what my average daily active screen time is? 11 more. And some minutes. 11 hours and more.
Yeah, holy shit.
Like, I don't know, 11 hours and 10 minutes, something like that, but over 11 hours. Oh my God. Active. That's staring, using my phone.
Holy shit.
That's me, guys. That's my life right there. 11 hours a day. That's dedication to my craft.
Your poor eyes.
I know.
And your thumbs. My God.
Luckily, I'm at the desk now, so I'm not always like sitting up and carrying it around. And like, you know, I kind of sit down here and I'm doing things. Yeah. But yeah, still. It's a lot of screen time.
Holy crap.
It is a lot of time. So yeah, that was the crazy intro to the week, and then I don't know. There's more, but we got to switch the clip. So
what were we gonna do? Shots.
Okay, you grab the shots. Yes. I'm gonna reset the clip, and we're gonna be right back with shots.
All right.
All right, break. And we're back with a table full of shots. Woo! Erin, I thought we were gonna do one shot.
A shot.
You literally
3 are a shot.
Well, I guess I do owe some making up to you for missing Gasparilla.
So on Gasparilla 2, I took like 20 Jello shots. I still like partied while he was sick and dying.
Yeah, rub it in.
And then I rode up and down on the bike and looked at the parade. We did that. I did
actually go for like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Maybe it was like 20 minutes.
No.
To get out there and back, I'd say 10. It was, okay, it wasn't that long, but I did venture out of the house, but let's just say I did not want to have to be near a porta potty.
Yeah.
I had to get back to home base.
I went out and like I had like a really good buzz going on, and then the Jello sugar wore down, and then I was like, I need a nap.
Yeah. We did talk about on that last week.
These are really good.
Where you said you die after a day of drinking on the beach, and this time you died and you didn't even have a day at Gasparilla.
I didn't die.
You just got really tired.
Yeah. Oh. The sugar wore off. Oh, didn't keep drinking.
No. Well, okay. For making up for Gasparilla, let's do a shot together.
All right.
Okay.
The finger it.
I know. I wish I still had a paper towel roll in here so we can clean up the mess, but
just lick your finger.
Yeah, but I'm touching my computer, and that's asking for a disaster.
All right.
All right. Cheers to next year's Gasparilla.
Yeah, and a new week.
Yeah. Okay. I'm sure our audio listeners love just hearing the... that is a good Jello shot.
So the blue is vodka, blue raz, and the green is a tequila lime. Really good.
Well, happy Gasparilla.
Yeah.
All right, Erin. So what else? What else happened this week?
I found out that I can't see anything in my mind.
You try to say that all the time. Erin thinks she doesn't know how to imagine or daydream.
I can't see, like, if you ask me to like look, like make an apple in my mind, I know what it looks like. I know it's round. I know it's maybe red. I know it has a stem, but I can't picture it in my head.
Are you sure though?
Yes.
But okay, so if I say imagine a car right now, you can't get a visual.
I know what
Could
a
you
car
draw it?
looks like. Yeah, because
you're doing it. You are looking at something.
No, I'm not. I just know what a car looks like. I know
that's called imagining.
No. I know like that it has like a front, and I know that it has a back, a trunk.
Okay, so if I say imagine an elephant right now, you can't get a visual in your mind.
No.
Is this true?
Yes.
I don't know. I think you misinterpret what you think because I think you think it's so high fidelity, like it's supposed to be like a real image, like you're looking at a movie screen.
Yeah.
Like it's that real in your mind. It's not like that.
Okay. Well, that's what I imagine other people see, but
I don't know. It's hard to, this is what we were talking about the other night of how it's very hard to convey your inner human experience with somebody else's inner human experience because all we have is language. And so we all only have these basic words like car, elephant, apple, whatever it is. and you have an image in your mind of what it is, and I have
just like
an image.
a flash? Or can you like see it for a long time?
But I can't see it. I just am imagining it.
Yeah.
It's different than seeing. It's not like
I could have like a flash of an elephant, and like then I'm like, oh, it has like a trunk and like tusks.
I could, in my mind, it's not like a movie. I can't see it in a real, like I'm looking at a movie screen, but I can imagine an elephant. I can turn it around. I could flip it upside down.
Are you fucking kidding me?
I can manipulate it in my mind.
That blows my mind.
Yeah. I think you can too. I think you're just, maybe I'm superhuman. I don't know.
No, that's what other people, that's what people can actually do.
Okay, what about, those tests, those tests like IQ tests and stuff where it gives you like a shape and you're supposed to rotate the shape in your mind?
IQ test.
Any tests like that? There's tests where there's like, it tests spatial awareness.
Yeah,
so
no,
like,
I can't.
Could you take like a cube, if I drew like a 2D cube on a piece of paper, could you imagine the other sides as though if I labeled like side A, B, C, D, E, F, how many, I got to do the math, A, B, C, D, E, F. If I labeled all 6 sides and I only showed you the A, B, and C side, could you figure out where the other letters are by rotating it in your mind? I think you could. I think you just have to sit down and try. Maybe you're just on the spot, but I don't like that's a common ability for humans. That's so one of the basic, Erin's not a human. She doesn't have, you're like, I'm blowing your mind right now. You're like, what?
Yeah.
No, we'll find one of these tests and see, because I think you can do it. I think you do this thing often where you have such a high expectation of what you think you should be able to do. And you think you're so weird that like, you think other people are doing this amazing thing.
I don't think it's amazing. I think it's probably just like, I think normal, or it's just like you either have it or you don't. Like it's not either here nor there.
No, you have it. I don't think you would be conscious if you could not visualize symbols.
Not conscious.
Consciousness is tied to language, and it's tied to being able to.
I can speak. I can do this or that. I just can't imagine something.
Even
in my
language
head.
itself is putting words as symbols to objects in your mind. So when I say the word car, you know what I'm talking about because your brain can conjure up.
It knows.
Yes, your brain.
Because I've seen a car before.
Has the model in your mind. It's not real. It's just a model in your mind that's being conjured up by the word car.
Yeah, but I can't manipulate the car in my mind. I can't.
I think you could. I think you just aren't thinking of it the same way because you're thinking it's like a movie. I don't know. We're repeating ourselves. Yeah, it's hard to say. Idea. This is the crazy thing about human consciousness.
Yeah, it's called something. There's no way you can't do that. There's a word for it. You might be.
I mean, I'm not saying that it's not.
I'm not like a retard or some shit.
Whoa! I didn't say the R word. I just thought you were a little dumb.
A little boom boom.
No. There could be truth to that. I'm sure there are tests to test that out, but just the way you explain it too, because we had this conversation before and you were just so adamant, like how you can't visualize anything or you can't. And I'm like, but the way you were explaining it, you were making it sound like it's like a movie, like we just see it perfectly in our mind. But I think you can. I think you can imagine walking down the beach right now. I think you can do that.
No. So when,
she's just like, no, I can't.
No. So when I was at teacher training and during our shamanic breath work and stuff, he would be like, all right, imagine yourself in the woods and you're walking down this way and you come to a field or whatever. And you're like this or that. And I'm there just like trying and I can't fucking like.
Well, that's because you're from Florida and you've never seen the woods in your life.
And I'm just like, and to me, I kind of thought it was just like, figuratively speaking, like you don't actually see it, you're just kind of pretending or like I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I can close my eyes. I don't even have to close my eyes. I right now could imagine the whole beach.
Yeah,
I know where the buildings are. I can see them over there. I can picture the sand. I could imagine picking up the sand and letting it drip through my fingers.
Shut up.
I can see the waves coming up.
See, I can have like a flash of a picture of a beach. I can have a flash of picture. Like I know what the beach looks like. Boom. There's sand. There's some buildings over here. There's the horizon. Am I on the beach? No. Can I touch the sand? No. Can I go into the water? What does that even mean? Why? How can
I'm tipping my feet into the water right now and I'm feeling the coldness.
No, you're not.
I am. I can do it.
It's just like, I don't think like that's.
Well, I'm a genius though, and my mind is on another level from most humans. So I think I'm just a superhero. I don't ever have to poop. I have perfect efficiency of my food consumption to my energy needs.
Oh my God.
That my body is superhuman and my mind is just on. It's beyond
you just close
Einstein.
your eyes and go on a vacation.
I think I'm conjuring up the whole world right now. I think I'm so good at imagining that I am God. I am manifesting this entire world for everybody.
Help us all.
Oh, like, you can't even imagine in your mind and you're doubting my mental powers.
Yeah, I know.
I think I'm conjuring this whole world up. Prove to me that I'm not the only one conscious right now. That's a fun philosophical question. That doesn't prove anything. I could be imagining that.
Yeah.
There's no way to test it. The only person I know that's alive in the world is myself. Everybody else could be a robot. How do you know? There's no way to know. You just have to
cut me open.
You just have to trust. That doesn't mean anything either. That's just part of my dream. This is all my dream. Not a robot. That's a metaphorical. It's a metaphor.
No, I know. I get it.
I just mean like you're not conscious. You're just a being, like an animal that's moving around, and you talk as though you're conscious, but you're really not. You're just me.
Maybe.
Yeah. But I think everybody feels this way. You know? Everybody feels like they're the center of the universe, like it's all for them.
No, not me.
Oh.
That's very self-centered.
I know it is.
That's extremely
It's like
self-centered.
Erin's like, I am one with the universe. I am nothing. I am egoless. And Nick's like, I am God incarnate. I am the manifester of everything. The world is all for me. You are all just pawns in my game. Dude, it's both true and false. It's like the yin and the yang is that you are nothing and you are everything all at once. And maybe you're just picking the side of one with egoless, and I pick the side of I am the God force.
Yeah, but I also think that I can create whatever I want to create. Like, I am in control of my life.
Except for a vivid imagination. You can't create an image of the beach in your mind.
Figuratively.
I can create anything. Oh yeah? Can you imagine an apple? What is an apple? What is that?
I can think of it.
I've heard the term before. Can I Google it first?
Can I have it used in a sentence, please?
Nick is always on his Apple iPhone.
Origin of the word.
Yeah. Cupertino, California. That's the origin. Yeah, it's interesting, but that's what I'm saying. We talked about this last night. The audience doesn't know, we got deep into these philosophical questions, and I have a lot of theories on this, and I've thought deeply about a lot of this. And we were talking, and I was trying to tell you just like how it's so hard to convey my inner experience to you because all I have is words and a vocabulary, and I've tried very hard throughout my life to develop a big vocabulary, and I'm really good at words and finding words to use as best I can. But that's also dependent on if you know the words and if you have the same symbols in your head of what those words mean.
Sometimes I ask if I don't know.
Sometimes, but this is for everybody because everybody has different, even when we know the words.
Or just definitions to the word, like respect. Everybody has a different definition.
Okay, let's not get on that topic right now. But I see what you mean. But that's my point is words are very vague and they're open to interpretation. And even when we agree on the meaning, there's no way for me to convey my full inner experience.
Like love.
Yeah, like if I say I love you,
yeah,
what does that mean? You have a sense of what the word love means, but the word love by itself means nothing by itself. There's no meaning behind that. We're just assuming that the other person knows what we mean when we say we love you because we hear this word all the time. And it means, I don't know. I don't even know what it means. How do people mean it when they say
is love?
Yeah, it's like, what does that even fucking mean? It doesn't mean anything,
baby,
but you hear it all the time. No. I love you, baby. I love you. I love you.
I love
it's
pizza.
Like, yeah, I love my fucking cat. What is that? Is that the same thing? No. So there's these very broad concepts. That's a very love or anger or fear or whatever emotion is a very intangible thing that we have these very loose words that we agree love kind of means this, fear kind of means this. But if there was a way I could just put my inner feeling out there and you could just grab that and understand what I mean where I don't have to explain it in words, Like we might have completely different experiences that we just don't even know. And we're loosely connecting them through conversation. Or this whole idea of like how you are wondering, what is it like to imagine something? I might put it out there what it's like, and you grab a hold of that and you're like, oh, wait, I do that, you know? But I was just thinking it was something different because of these fucking words. Like you're taking it too literally, maybe, you know?
Yeah.
There's no way to know. Or maybe it will be so alien to you that you would experience what I experienced and you'd be like, whoa, what is that? It's like trippy or something, or vice versa, you know?
Yeah.
And we're all as humans forced to be stuck within our own experience, and we're all trying to like connect with another human, and all we have is language to do it. You know, we have these words, and you have to hope that you can put the right string of words together and somebody else interprets those words the right way, and those people can have a connection.
So this is just
this got philosophical.
Kind of off topic, but not really. I remember like when we first started dating and stuff, and like before you told me that you loved me, I remember laying in bed with you.
I did not do that.
And just like we were cuddling, and I was just like cuddled up on you.
Allegedly.
And I like felt the love. I could like feel it fucking like vibrating through us and like connecting us or this or that, and I was just like enjoying it. I was like, I'm not like gonna,
were you on drugs,
Aaron?
Erin?
Never said it. No,
that I wasn't. One time we were sober.
Yeah, and like I was just there and I was
Sounds
like,
fun.
oh my god, like this is fucking awesome and amazing. And then like a few days later or whatever,
it was gone forever.
No, you told me that you loved me, and I was just like, oh my god, it was what I felt. And I was just like,
look at that. It's almost like I'm authentic with my my
well,
vibe
I mean, you were
and my
on,
words. I was on ecstasy at that time.
Yeah.
Well, that's because I have a wall up and I'm very closed off too. It doesn't seem like it because I'm so open, and I do actually just talk about my feelings all the time. But I think it's very, I mean, it's hard for people to understand other people.
Yeah.
And even though I explain myself a lot, I don't feel like anybody understands me at all. But that's why I do pick up on the vibe. And I also feel like I exude a vibe when I feel the chemistry and I feel like things are right. I don't think words are necessary. I think you can pick that up through so many other ways. And that's the problem with today's society is so many people are backed off from a screen. Like we're all connecting through text messages or through Facebook or through Instagram, and people don't know how to go and just connect with somebody face to face anymore.
For sure, yeah.
And when they do go face to face, everybody's got a wall up. Everybody doesn't trust everybody. Everybody has a hard time communicating because they're afraid of rejection or they're afraid of whatever.
Yeah.
And when you can let all that go and you can just vibe, I sound like a fucking Gen Z. Apparently that's the new generation's like move is like, we're just vibing.
Yeah.
Like we don't give a fuck. It's like we're just vibing. Whereas millennials, we're all fucking trying to do everything and feel like the world was all about them and the world owed them something.
I guess.
I don't know. I see it a bunch. I feel like I know the kids now.
I feel like I know so many people that are just like vibing.
Yeah.
Or like I know just like a few.
True. Well, I feel like I do. Vibe is one of my favorite words. I think vibe conveys so much. I think that is kind of what everybody means when they talk about chemistry and just, you know, just life in general. It implies we're wavelengths of energy. Yeah. And when you get in vibration with somebody, you vibe really well and you don't know how to put it together, but your rhythms are just really together and you can feel that vibration and it just resonates and it makes you be like, everything makes sense. And then later it could be your vibes are off because your wavelengths are off and something just doesn't seem right. And like, shit, I don't feel like we're really connecting right now.
Yeah.
And we go back and forth on that too. And that's normal. And I think everybody has that problem. But when you can find people that you can do that with a lot, that's a good feeling. And that's a sign of like, these are the people that I like to keep around, you know?
What were we just saying too? It was like, that's why I have like anxiety and stuff like that. You know, I used to be very, like a leader and like I would do like what I wanted to do and like, you know, all these things. And then my dad died and then I kind of just like became more of like a follower and just kind of was like going through life on autopilot and stuff like that. And it's like wherever the wind took me, like I went type thing instead of like making my own choices like a leader. And then my like last relationship, we never really talked ever. So then I just like completely forgot how to socialize. And then once we broke up, it was just like, okay, like I can kind of do this. And like I was trying to like get it back and stuff. But then I'm like, I was also very shy as like a child. So I'm battling this like shyness and like thinking that like I don't know how to do this because I haven't in so long. But we've been doing it more a lot. But it's just like I just like lost that confidence in myself that I'm slowly building it back up. Yeah. But then it's also like, even though like I have the confidence, like I know that I can talk, I know that I'm good when I meet the right people or this or that, and the vibe is right, like it's good, I'm good, but I'm also shy. So it's like, if I'm first meeting people and I'm not like already have a buzz on or whatever, like I can be like a little reserved. And two, like I don't always talk all the time. Like sometimes I'm a really good, or not sometimes, listener. I am a really good listener. No. Like I love listening and like I love asking people like these really deep questions sometimes and just like getting them to open up about like
your
childhood or
and
like
you're
some
great at
shit.
that.
Like we're about to have like a therapy lesson right now and like have, like,
the problem is people take advantage of you then, and not in some like terrible way, but I'm saying like people really do just like to talk about themselves and dump themselves on other people. And it's great when you first meet somebody because it's like they're new and they're telling you all these stories of their trauma or whatever, and you're really good at like really empathizing and not being judgmental. But then when you talk to them the next time you meet them, they have nothing to say because they just talked about all their shit. And then they just want to repeat all the same shit, you know? And so it becomes like you really connect. The next
time.
Exactly.
Like,
that it can trick you.
It's mostly if I just meet someone out.
No,
it's like
I know.
A one-time
and you
thing.
do that.
But there are some people who I like have gotten deep with, but we're still like friends.
Yeah.
Stuff. Yeah.
But I'm just saying a lot of people sometimes are not like even aware that you're being really open to them, but they just take it as like a chance to just dump all their shit the way like they would just talk to an Uber driver. You know, some people we're talking about where like they'll just fucking talk about themselves with the fucking bartender, and the bartender's like, I'm listening because I'm being polite, but I need to get to work. Please stop telling me a bunch of things I don't know and I don't care and I never asked about. And when you know, so, but you get a lot of that. You definitely get people who open up to you and tell you, and you really take it on and you really are a good listener. But then they tell you the same thing the next 10 times you hang out. And it's just, they just want to keep repeating the same thing. And you're like, I can't just keep listening to you constantly telling me this sucks, but I won't fix it. And you like listen and you help them and you give them real advice.
Well, I never just met a person out and then like,
I know I'm talking more people you do know.
No,
but I do get you.
No, yeah.
But you are really good at listening.
That one, it wasn't always like that.
Yeah. I too am very shy and I have a hard time talking.
Oh.
Especially about myself.
Oh yeah.
Notice how I just took this and turned it right back on to about myself. But mostly because we need a segue, it's time for another commercial break. So we will be right back after these commercial messages that we don't have because I don't have a sponsor yet. And we're back. Did you guys like those commercials?
Yeah.
They flew right by. Okay, so we were talking about me.
Yes.
And
how I need to sit on the other side because this is like my bad side.
Yeah, Erin, I think all your sides are the bad side.
This is my good side.
Well, this is my side, so that's life.
So rude.
I don't know if you know this, but the studio is built right around me and this side and where I sit. This is I'm the captain of this ship. This is mine. If I put you over here, you want to know what to do. Now. Look at me. I'm the captain now. Even though I haven't really had to do anything during that. It's just like I hit the buttons and then I'm done. But I feel very official, you know? Plus, this is my TikToking spot, so.
Yeah, that's why I need to switch it up.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, maybe next time.
That's for everybody. Sorry. I had to let it go. Gross. And I didn't want to waste it. Look, we've opened up a lot about my bodily functions on this episode, so
just keep it going.
That's probably going to be the episode of this name, Nick's bowel movements.
Ew.
You don't think? I don't know. I'll come up with a better. I've been coming up with some good names for our episodes.
Yeah.
Last week was circumcised binge drinking. It's hard to say.
We got a real comment on it.
We did. We're actually starting to get official now.
Yeah. Someone that we don't know.
Maybe we know them. I don't know. I assume they're from TikTok or something, but it could be. We're getting views on there now.
I didn't see who the name was.
Because it was the first couple episodes. It was like 50 to 80 views max. And this last episode already has like 200 something.
Yeah, nice.
So that's good.
Yay.
But there's going to be a lot of haters coming. I am surprised the swarm of those haters did not find our episode.
We only have 1 thumbs down.
Yeah, guys, please leave a thumbs up on our YouTube because all the haters are going to come and they're going to give us a thumbs down. And because we only have like 4 people giving us a thumbs up right now, it's pretty easy to make it look like we suck.
Yeah.
So please leave a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. What do you think?
Yeah.
We're on week 9 and we're going to go to week 100. So if you want to see this progress and hear more about my
and soon he'll get new
functions,
microphones so that way y'all can come.
We could have a guest.
Visit. Yeah.
That'd be cool. Yeah, we could do that. But I am going to do some other podcasts too.
No, I know.
Yeah.
But I think too, like, because it's like quality time, I think it could kind of be good with like having another couple on here and us like talking and stuff. Or,
yeah, what kind of conversations do you think that would be?
Yeah, I know. I think it'd just be really interesting for sure.
Oh, I'm sure it would be.
And then too, like, you know, I like some of my single friends. We could talk about like the dating world right now or whatever. Like that'd be kind of cool.
You make it sound like I don't know about the dating world right now.
I don't like.
I know you.
I was
never
literally
did.
about to say TikTok. TikTok.
Hey, I could find some dates on there. There's a lot of 15-year-old girls who probably hate me who would definitely sleep with me just to prove that they're a real woman since they're actually boys who want to be women. Sorry.
But like Tinder and all of those, like I downloaded Tinder with Hannah one night and we're just like kind of bullshitting and going through it just to see and check it out.
What? You got on Tinder?
Yeah.
You're just out there with your friend, getting drunk, getting on Tinder.
Yeah.
Swiping right on a bunch of dudes.
It was very hard though, because I was like,
guys,
looking at pictures and I was just like,
this is where the domestic violence is going to happen right now.
I was looking
I'm
going
to turn into that dude.
And I was like, oh, but like maybe he has a good personality. Like, is he?
No.
I think he's kind of cute. Like this, it was very hard to like it was very like decisive. Like this swipe, it's like you're not allowed to talk to this person ever, and maybe he's like the one.
Especially for what you had to go there.
I was thinking if you would catch it.
Yeah, especially for like women, because here's the thing, from a dude's perspective on Tinder or Bumble, it's like, oh, that girl's hot, I would bang her, swipe right. We don't even read the bios. We don't give a shit. And any guy who reads the bio, of course, girls are different.
I'm like,
another reason why
looking at you trying to see
men
like
and women are different. Just look at how they browse dating apps and you will see a clear difference between how women are wired and how men are wired.
Yeah.
Because we just look at the picture, would bang right, would bang right, would bang right. But there's no risk for us to swipe right because most of the time they're not going to match back.
True,
when a woman swipes right, she knows 100% almost, especially a girl who looks like you. If I swipe right, that dude already swiped right or will swipe right. So I'm actually sending a message of like, yes, I'm interested.
Yeah.
Whereas a guy is just like fishing, hoping like maybe
swiping right on everyone.
Yeah, maybe one of these girls will say yes. This girl is like, if I fucking swipe right, he's going to message me and try to marry me. Now I got to really see if this is worth it.
I know.
The bar is much higher. Which is why Bumble came out, which is better than Tinder. It's exactly the same, but you can swipe, but they can never message you. You have to message them
well, I
first.
don't want that, though.
I know girls don't like that either. You know how many girls, not that I'm the expert of dating apps, but I've spent a lot of time on dating apps. Hey, I'm an app developer. Okay. I do that. I look at apps and I try to think how to code them.
He likes to meet friends on there.
And I've met a lot of girls on the Tinders and the Bumbles. And the Hinge, I kind of want to get on
too. Yeah,
I tried it a little bit, but I was with you too much that I haven't gone deep on the Hinge.
Awkward.
Yeah. What was I saying? About what was I saying? We were talking about Tinder and Bumble and the differences between men and women. There was a point I was making before you completely sidetracked me. I blame it on you.
About how like girls can message you first on Bumble, but a lot of girls don't like messaging
Oh, yes.
first.
Girls hate how dudes message them on Tinder. Girls are so judgmental about like, this guy sucks. He just wrote, hey. He just wrote, like, send something more interesting. You know, they're so like, they curve you because it's like, and dudes suck at messaging. In women's defense, dudes suck at messaging. They're always like, hey babe, hey sexy, some fucking it's like,
you don't have to call me babe or sexy.
Whatever.
You can also just
it
say
doesn't
hey,
matter.
like that's
I know.
okay.
But then what do you say in return? There's nothing. Women are like, I don't know what to say. My point that I'm building up to.
It's like when a friend texts me, hey, I'll be like, hi.
Because they're your friend. But when you don't know them and there's nothing on their profile, it's like, hey back. And then the conversation just dies because nobody knows what to say after hey. It's a dumb thing to say. Anyways, women are so judgmental about that. And then you go on Bumble. Dude, I go on Bumble and they have to message me. And what do they all message? Hey. Hey. Hi there. Hey there. Like it's always hey there. They don't just say hey. They think they're being like quirky because they go, hey there. Hey there. Like with a smiley. It's always with a smiley because girls love the emojis. And it's like, you are the basic boring bitch that you are so judgmental about dudes being, and you have no personality. I look at their profile and it's just like, I'm only on here to meet your dog or some fucking stupid
all day. Fucking tacos.
Love pizza and red wine. My friend signed me up for this as a joke. I'm just here for a joke. Not interested in hookups. Shut up, girls. Yes, you are interested in hookups. You just want to play a stupid game. Like that's not what you're into. What do you think you're trying to find a boyfriend for? What do you think you're trying to find a husband for? So you can fuck him and have a baby. Get out of here. We know what you're doing. You just don't want to sell yourself as that. Dude, I've met so many girls from those apps and they're all down for hookups. And every single one of them pretends like they're not. I'm just here to meet a boyfriend, but will not hook up with you. Yeah, what's going to happen when we hang out 3 times? 1 time for some of us.
Yeah.
Erin doesn't know because she's never been on these apps.
No idea.
Dude, you would crush it.
Yeah.
You would get so many dicks.
I mean, I got a lot of
You would collect all the STDs like Pokemon cards.
Sweet.
Got to catch them all.
But yeah.
No, you would kill it.
It's a lot of work.
That's why I will never allow you to download these apps.
It's like I do it for like, I don't know, but that's like where the socializing part comes in too. Like I would need someone who's going to like keep it going the entire time. Cause like, I'm not going to like, I'm going to be like. You
would say, hey, he would say, hey back. He would do some follow-up.
I mean like if we actually like met up.
Yeah. Well, you know how many steps are in between that? I mean, probably not for you. Cause you're such like
I just message be like, hey, let's get food.
You'd be down for it. But so many girls are like not like that. They're all, you know, you have to win me over. And it's like, dude, I'm texting you. Let's just meet up and see if we vibe. Exactly. I don't know. Like meet me at a bar. I'll look at you face to face. We'll get each other's sense of humor or not. Yeah. We'll know if our chemistry is good or not. I have to sit here and do like an application process to hang out with you. I got too much time. You girls think you're going to get any quality dude like that? Like the quality dudes who can get laid, they're on social media or they're on dating apps because they're just looking for a better choice or somebody that they might not meet randomly at the bar, and they're trying to be more efficient with their time. And you think that these guys have time to fucking talk to you for 3 weeks via chat? Like meet them, and they'll like, if the quality dudes, they're going to move on. Like they're going to just move on. They're like, I don't have time for this. This girl doesn't know what she wants. She's spending too much time. And then the girl takes it as
if you ask her and she's like, the dude has to ask, like, do you want to go out?
Well, sure, they do. I'm just saying.
Is she like, no, I don't want to.
Yes, I've had tons of girls that play these stupid games and yet they are down, but they don't want to not talk. They're not blowing me off. They're like, they want me to just chat them up for fucking 3 weeks. And it's like, dude, what? Exactly. I'm like, I have a fucking life. I'm not that desperate. You think you're the only girl I could hook up with? I just want to meet you to see if we vibe. Yeah. Like, and I don't even know. But in their mind, they're just like, if I meet him, we're fucking. And he thinks we're fucking. Dumb. And it's like, the reason you think that's not true. The reason they think that is because those are the only dudes they end up meeting up with, because they only meet up with dudes who literally are willing to spend 3 fucking weeks chatting to some girl they don't know. So those dudes are very fucking desperate. And when they meet up with you, they're like, let's go home together. What are you doing? Can I kiss you? But they're that fucking dude, you know? They like put so much energy into this. And then that girl is like, wait. This guy, I thought he was just a nice guy, and it turns out he just was trying to fuck me. No fucking shit, he was trying to fuck you. Every dude on there is trying to fuck you, but the quality dudes are down to just meet up, and they're not just gonna fucking force you. Yeah. They're just gonna see if you vibe.
Yeah. So you can say no.
Yeah. Exactly. But in their mind,
if you don't want to,
in their mind, it's so difficult to just say no.
Yeah.
Not interested.
You can go out to dinner.
Because what if he grabs me and takes me home and rapes me? That's what they're thinking.
Why is he, how is he taking you home?
It's like, get your own Uber there.
Yeah.
Bring a friend. Tell your friends where you are. Tell the bartender. Go to a public place. Like, what do you think is going to happen? Yeah. You're going to have to feel a little awkward because you have to reject some dude that you led on for 3 weeks.
Yeah. That's even worse, too. That's why I'd rather meet you sooner than that.
Oh, it was the worst in Vegas because those fucking people are so untrustworthy out there. Everybody thinks everybody's like a slime ball. Yeah. Everybody thinks everybody's on the take. And I'm like this cool, open, like just I want a vibe type of dude. I'm not even that kind of a guy, but they all just look at me as like, this guy is going to fucking, he's some crazy creeper dude. And it's like, dude, I want to go back east where people are like more friendly and open and we kind of trust people more. It sucks.
Yeah.
But that's why women have problems in the dating world. You set your bar so high. You think you're such a princess. You think you're such a catch. And then you end up weeding out all the dudes who have standards or have options because good men have lots of options. Mm-hmm. And they're not going to waste their time with some girl who just wants to fucking chat because she's too scared to meet up.
Yeah.
You know?
That's why I'm like looking at the guys and I'm like, well, like he's like kind of cute. So like he probably has like, maybe he has a really good personality or be like a really good guy or whatever. So it's like, how do you even swipe? Oh, it's just it's a lot. It's a lot of pressure.
I know. I've seen girls doing it because.
Oh my God.
But
Hannah, she was just like, boop, 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 boop.
Well, like, Hannah's one of those fisher. She just fishes. Like, I'll take anybody who wants to give me attention and then I'll decide later.
No. It was too more like, just based on looks purely. She didn't even like read the bio or anything. It was just like, she knows what she likes and what she doesn't like.
That's good.
So it was just like real fast for her.
She's like a dude.
Oh my God. Yeah. And I'm just like,
No. That's how I can do it. I can literally fucking swipe interested, not interested, interested, not interested.
No.
And then when there's a match. You're more like
into hookups. You just want to hook up.
No, I'm just trying to vibe, but I'm basing it off looks, of course.
Yeah.
I'm not wasting my time trying to go out and meet somebody that I know I'm not going to be interested in. But I would if I was just finding friends.
That's why for me, looks are really hard because like I don't base things off of look. It's like you have to be attractive, but it's like there's such like a
Erin finds Samuel Tarly attractive, the fat guy from Game of Thrones.
I think he's so
she
cute.
would swipe right on Samuel if you just had a good personality.
His personality makes him like super cute.
I
so
can't
it's very
believe
hard for me.
I can't believe I'm still dating you when you would literally leave me for Samuel Tarly. Tarly? It's already been so long, I forget.
Oh, he's just
he's a good guy,
bear.
but also, Erin, he
would never leave me. He would love me forever.
Dude, that's the funniest thing is men actually do leave their hot wives all the time because men are just fucking crazy. We're like, dude.
Samuel Tully wouldn't.
There are all kinds of dudes that are like 6s who have fucking 9s. Mm-hmm. And they'll still cheat on them with some fucking streetwalker.
Why.
No, it's because even the hottest girls in the world are fucking boring as shit and not that interesting.
That's what I'm saying.
Once you get used to them,
they don't have personality.
Well, I'm just saying looks too. Like it's like you can drive a Ferrari and still want to drive a pickup truck in the mud. Mm-hmm. You know, that's men.
Yep.
Like Hugh Grant. Hugh Grant was not that great. That.
Comment below if you
they are. Here's the difference. That. All men don't have options. So in their mind, they can pretend like, oh, not me. I'm a guy who would never do this. Yeah, you would never do this because you don't have the choice. No girls are trying to fuck you. Now, if you were a dude who left your house and you just had women throwing themselves at you,
that's what I'm saying.
Good fucking luck being faithful to your wife.
That's why women find a 6.
It doesn't matter when you're a 6 as a dude and you have prestige or power or money or success or any. Well, I am.
I'm not a normal person.
A normal person. Every dude wants to have those things. And if they have a little taste of it, even a dude who works at like a 9-to-5 cubicle, he might have a new coworker who comes in who he vibes with and he's the regional manager. He's like Dwight from The Office and he has a little bit of pull in the office place. That's a form of power. That's what the whole Me Too movement is about. Is like you don't have to be powerful on like a whole societal level. Power is on each individual community that you're in.
Shifts, baby.
So yes,
better suck my dick,
dude. When I used to have a job, I mean, my first girlfriend I met when I was working a fucking stupid minimum wage job, and the other people who worked there, they were all dating and fucking each other. They got married. Like that's how people meet. They just date the people within their circle. Because I had some pull there, and I was kind of probably looked at from her as like, oh, look at this guy. He's the older guy that works here. That's just how fucking workplaces work.
Yeah.
And every workplace is like that. And when a dude gets himself in a position like that, 100%. He is willing and able to cheat on who he loves. He may choose not to do it, but it's not like the temptation's not there. It's just most guys don't have that option. They're always just like, you know, dreaming of, I wish I could, but it's easy to just convince themselves that they're not. But that's how men work. That's how. But we still make the choice not to. I'm not saying all men are shitty and would just actually be like, fuck my wife. I'm definitely not
the worst.
Hey, I'm on both sides of that.
Shitty.
I'm honest about my shittiness, and I make choices not to be shitty, but it's in me. It's all in me.
That it is.
You seem very withdrawn from this conversation all of a sudden.
No.
Oh.
I was just trying to make shitty jokes, referring back to earlier.
Bringing it back to the beginning. No. No, dating's weird in this generation. It's super weird.
I know.
It's a different thing. I have to live
through my younger friend and her experiences.
Erin, if you want, we can break up and you can go try your luck on Bumble to find a catch like me. That's fine. I don't want
to do all of that. That sounds very stressful and a lot.
The funny thing is I kind of wish we could do that just so that way you could go through the dating world a little bit and kind of maybe you would value me more than you do, because I think you take me for granted. Not really, but on some level, maybe. But I've gone through the dating world. I've had a lot of experience and I chose you. You know?
No, yeah. I know that you chose me.
I choose you. What was that from? I don't know. But the thing is, for that to actually be a realistic experiment, it would actually ruin us, you know, because we would have to actually break up and it would just be like, I would have to just move on and you would have to move, and it would be hard to then come back and like, okay, I learned my lesson. You are a catch. These dudes suck.
And you're like, what the fuck?
And I'm like yo, get in line, Erin. Get in line, okay? Because you're going to be waiting a while.
Nah, I'd rather just swing.
Ooh, we're getting into that.
Of our podcast.
Did you say we're going to go swing?
All right,
you can't hit the button yet. And it's not over yet. We still have 3 minutes.
No, that's it.
No.
That's the end of it.
What about?
That's what I wanted to cut it at.
Well, you should have picked a better time. I'm directing the show here. It's not over.
Okay, well,
what about the swing set? We were talking about the swing set?
Yeah, the swing set.
Remember that one swing set?
Yeah.
When we first met? Mm-hmm. Since we're talking about swinging?
Christened it all.
Oh. Okay, fine. I guess we can wrap it up on that note. That was quite the cliffhanger.
Yeah,
but
I was trying to do that.
You can't just throw it out and hit the button. There's a whole camera set up over here.
Yeah, and that can be cut out.
Yeah, I'm directing the show, though. You got to communicate with me. Use your words,
trying
Erin.
to.
Be impeccable with your words.
Yep.
Okay, well, this one did fly by. We flew by on this episode. So I don't know what we talked about again. A lot of shitty week and some TikTok drama and a swing set. I don't know what we mean by that, but
and new dating sites.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, so we'll pick this one up. You realize we left last week's episode on a cliffhanger where we were going to talk about something and you promised we would talk about it and we never talked about it.
I talked about my anxiety.
Half a second, but we never went into details.
I know.
So my guess is next week, while they're anxiously waiting for the rest of this conversation, we're going to pick up and we're just going to talk about other random shit.
Probably. So then if we do, comment below that one and tell us, what the fuck?
You promised you were going to talk about that swing set. I don't get it.
Yeah.
We'll tell you about it later. Okay.
All right.
On that note, guys, another podcast down. We're going to be in episode 10 next week. So please leave a like, leave a thumbs up. Same thing. Subscribe to our channel.
Yeah.
Follow me on TikTok, Nick Foster Jokes. And we'll be back next week.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
Okay. See you.
Do the outro song.
You have to play it on your thing.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Ba. Bye.